So when I was in about the fifth grade, I went over to my buddy Tony's house, and his parents had 5 hoses running in the house to fill all their water beds. His mom was a rocket, too.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for some? Oh, this thing's on. Espresso Podcast Shop 427. I'm your girlfriend, Benny. And anytime he eats something cool, he gets a bump under his tongue that he pops with tweezers in the next 7 minutes. And it just happened because I had a Pizookie last night. Literally TMI. Hey, but remember to watch me on FBOY Island and FGIRL Island on HBO Max. Wasn't it the show like that was just like kind of a joke? Like it was a reality TV show, but it was like just a kind of a joke. Yeah. But didn't you fall in love and date a girl for a year after the show ended? Yeah. Watch it with your whole family on HBO Max. And tell your homies to join the Patreon for $5 every month. What do I get if I join? Like, what kind of deal is this? Like, it has to be fair. Like, what kind of deal is this? You get every other Espresso podcast, like the next one, and you get a live stream at the end of every week. What do you guys even talk about in the live stream? Like, why would I do this? Why would I pay $5 to join a live stream when I don't even know what you talk about? What do you talk about? Do you just like invent an app that allows you to pay to hang out with celebrities and old reality TV stars? Like an app that would allow you to go putt-putting with JC Chazé? Like, is that what you talk about? I don't know. You're just going to have to join and find out. Do you like just talk about B2K the whole time? See, I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Do you just fantasize about eating pizza 4 nights in a row? Like, I don't. You know what? You're just going to have to find out. $5 every month. Join the Patreon. It's worth it, babe. I swear to God. And get all your merch at benedictmerch.com. 50% off of everything. No online store in the history of online stores has ever done 50% off. All the merch. We out here being nice hoodies, feeling glonky hoodies, hats, shirts, everything. Emotional support animal merch. We out here being we got it. Benedict merch. Sorry, I'm nervous merch. I'm telling you, 50% off with bald, nice, and glonky all caps at checkout. Let's get to the question of the week. What's the wildest thing you've ever seen in someone else's house? Yo, I'm telling you, don't know why I was there so much, but when I was a kid, we went over to this family's house a lot. I still have flashbacks. And we always ate all our food off of Tupperware lids. Don't know why. So stop asking. I don't know why. But every time we left the house, I was like, why are we eating on those? And why did it kind of like it kind of felt good. It kind of felt good like scraping macaroni off of a Tupperware lid. I had no idea why we were doing it. And I saw the plates. Like there were plates, but we just didn't use them. A blue Tupperware plate. Blue Tupperware lid every time I was eating a little pond of beans, a little circle of macaroni, a hot dog on a Tupperware lid. Okay, fine by me. Same house that had a snake in a like container or whatever. What do you keep snakes in? Same house that had a snake that got loose and they just couldn't find it. And I was just there. So I was just, dude, how wild is that? Like, I think they babysat me, but like, yeah, let's take them to the house. Take your kids to the house that has the loose snake in it. Bro, like, what the hell? That's a movie. I was so scared to go to the bathroom. And they were like, why are you so scared to go to the bathroom? I'm like, oh my God, there's a loose snake on the loose. What are you talking about? I'm 7 and there's a snake. God dang. And yeah, it could be in the bathroom. Why wouldn't it be? Or someone just made that up. Like, cause I'll believe that. My sister could have been like, there's a loose snake in this house. And I would have been like, well, now I'm scared forever. Okay. Could have been that. This always sticks out to me. I went to my like rich friend's house growing up, who nobody ever went over to his house ever, but we had to do a group project. So we all went over there and I was like, oh, this is what you got going on. All right. Like nice basement, bro. Set up, AC blasting, jerseys on the wall in the basement, framed and signed. I was like, yep. It's what I expected. 6 snacks. Like, you ever go to a family's house that's so rich, they have like so many snacks that the people in the house don't even know? Like, we'd go in their basement, I'd be like, you have like chips down here? And he'd be like, oh yeah, I guess we do. And I was like, you didn't know? Those were unaccounted for? Like, bro, if we have snacks in our house, I know the inventory. Guess what? We got snacks in our house? Your boy's doing the audit. We got 4 left, and I know it. I'm 6. We got 4 fudge rounds left. Don't play with me. I know one's not just going to grow legs and walk away. I know one's not going to grow legs and walk out of here. 4 left. Bro, they had Jones soda stocked in their basement fridge. What? And I'm talking about like they had more than 12. Like blue, clear, green. I was like, you guys have those? Like, oh my God. Like, I'm out of my element here. Like, I was in an Abercrombie and Fitch house. That's the kind of tax bracket we were working with. What? Anyway, I went upstairs to his room. This is crazy, by the way. I remember this because I was kind of poor. I think everybody was the same. I'm not going to say I was poor, but like, I just wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, my parents weren't flexing like that. Bro just had like a container of money in his closet. And I was like, dude, like, you ever see somebody's like bank when you're a kid and you're just like, yo, that's so crazy. Like, you just have like, it looked like $300 bills, could have been 10s, 5s, 20s, 100s, just in a big container in his closet. And I was like, oh my God. Like, put that away before a person who comes in here that shouldn't be in here sees that. Went to the bathroom upstairs, saw all his childhood pictures, You ever see that in somebody's house? You really get to know somebody when you see their childhood pics. That's what you look like. That's kind of all I need to see, which is pretty shallow of me. But if I'm like about to date a girl or something, I'm like, yo, can I just see your like 7th grade picture real quick? I want to see who you really are, Because you can tell, bro. You can tell who manufactured themselves, or it was like, okay, you've been a real one since, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody and said, bro, I looked at this kid, and this is one of my homies in high school, but looked at his little kid pic, teeth just everywhere, and that's fine. It's fine. Rat tail. And I was just like, you, dude, you? I didn't say anything about it. In my head, I was just like, what is happening? Hey, damn. What you thought never really is. I don't know what I'm saying, but okay, what else? Oh, okay. And like the banister on their stairs was like so loose. And I know this is like a weird thing to remember, but like when I would go down the stairs at my house growing up, like I would pretend I was Batman. Like I would be like swinging on the railing. Like I would like use the railing to like get myself up the stairs. I could get up the stairs in 2.7 seconds, 2 flights. And I'd be using the like railings to like propel myself up. You know what I mean? Like, And like my banister should have been bad, but it wasn't ever. I don't know why. But this dude's banister in his house was like, it was like a prop from like a pirate ship or something. Like it was like, you could like, it was seconds away from breaking. I couldn't touch it. When I went up the stairs, I was like, oh my God. Like that was kind of crazy. I'm like, dude, if you like accidentally hit that or something, you're kind of dead. Like you ever go into somebody's house when they're building it, or like you go to your house before it's all the way built and the railing isn't there yet. And you're just like going upstairs and you're like, whoa, you're like acting like you're about to kill yourself. I was doing that for sure. Going into your house when it's like not ready yet and there's not a railing, and I'm just pretending that I'm going to jump off the staircase the whole entire time and split my head open on the floor. Oh, hey, can't take this guy anywhere, right? Shut up. I don't know. Those were weird things. It's so crazy going to somebody's house when you're a kid because you get to see how they live and you're like, what? What? I could go on and on. Like they have, like you see how they decorate their house. Like during Christmas, you go to your homie's house during Christmas break, and they have like little like candles in the window. I was like, oh, you guys are the candle house. All right, I've seen your type. I've seen your type in my neighborhood. Okay, you guys are the ones doing this. Okay. I had a homie that had like a really like old house, but his dad was like top notch. He could do anything. He could build anything. They had those doors that like go into the walls, those slide out doors. Everything in this older house was customized. New patio, bang. Hey, we built a bar out back. Boom. Everything was like, oh my God, bro. This dad was on top of it. Wi-Fi. Booming. Everything about like the refrigerator in the, like it was lifted. Like everything just had a little like customization. It was such a sick house. I loved it. They were the first people I played like PS2 online with. I was like, I didn't even know you could do this. They're like, yeah, we hooked the Ethernet cord up to the. I'm like, how do you guys know how to do this, bro? Inspiring moment. But all right, let's get to yours. What's the wildest thing? Well, actually, I could just talk about my divorced dad's house, but man. Wildest thing you've ever seen in someone else's house. One time I walked into my dad's house and there's a wall of Pop-Tarts with just an axe laying next to it. And I was like, yep. If I was a divorced dad, I'd be living just like this. Divorced dads live like nobody's ever coming over. That's just how it is. Like, why do single guys and single dads live like this? We live like this because we're not expecting company. Women decorate their house like someone's seconds from ringing the doorbell and coming in and staying for 3 days. I'm like, nobody's ever going to see this. So who cares? Girls are like, oh my God. Like, why do you have to have 19 pillows on your bed if nobody's ever coming here? I don't know. All right, let's hear yours. Wildest thing you've ever seen in someone else's house. Skit tet. Okay. Well, not that one.
All right, dude. So I went to Philly and my boy just bought a house with his now fiance in Springfield and Delco outside the city, and they're like giving me a tour of the house. It's nice, whatever. And they take me to the basement, and I go in the basement, and they have a fucking toilet and then a urinal next to the toilet. And I'm like, dude, you have a fucking, it's like a state, it's like, you feel like you're in a fucking stadium or like a bar bathroom, you know what I mean? But dude, I'm like, yo, you got a urinal? And I'm like, dude, I need to get a urinal in my place whenever I get one. Probably won't happen. But now ever since then, I'm like, dude, a urinal in a house is the move. So that's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen was a urinal. Love you, Benedict. Anyway. Love you, Benedict.
I love it. I love when people don't know how to end the voice message and just say, I love you. I love you more, dog. Can't tell if he's from Philly or not. But yo, been saying it. Let's get the urinals installed, boys. Why isn't that an option? I'm moving into a new house. Like you get bathtub shower option. What's up? Slap a urinal on the wall. No more complaints about the toilet seat. It's got to be a bang bang play too. It's not that big of an ask. Like we can do that as a society. It should be socially acceptable to have a urinal in your bathroom. Boom, walk up to it, bang, we're out. Easy. Having that, what's that toilet brand, urinal brand? Come on. In the crib? Having a Sloan in the crib? Oh! Your girl would be on top of you, bro, with the change out the urinal cake. Like, if you're gonna have this, change out the urinal. You're disgusting. Your girl would talk so much shit about that. That's probably why they don't have them, because your girl would be so mad. You just stand there and pee on the wall. Ew, it smells so bad, and you're blaming everything on the urinal. I would never deuce again. Man, it'd be so easy to just walk up to the wall and pee. It's such a freeing thing. And you get clowned as a guy for not washing your hands. And I get it. Like, I wash my hands like 75 times a day, so don't come at me with it. But it's probably 9 out of 10 times I go to the bathroom in a urinal and I don't touch anything except for my shorts. And then I get a bunch of sideways looks on the way out of the bathroom because I didn't wash my hands. I'm like, you just chill, all right? Hey, I'm sanitizing and washing my hands all day long. Just don't worry about me. This is coming from a kid who used to fake wash his hands in the bathroom. Yeah. Did you wash your hands? All the time, my dad. God damn it. No, I didn't. I'd go in the bathroom. Walk out. Good to go. One time my dad goes, come here, let me check your hands. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, God. Hey, caught dry-handed. Caught right. Okay. Can you believe it? Oh, man. Only the real ones were fake washing their hands. Could have just washed and dried my hands in the same amount of time, but I was just like, man, I can't do this. It's almost like flossing, you know? Dude, it takes every second of my being to floss at night. Just everything I got takes everything in me just to floss. And it's every night. I'm like, I cannot believe that it's this hard to floss. And I do it every night, but every time when I'm about to open the flossing, I'm like, oh my God, this couldn't be more inconvenient. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, we got to do this. Like every ounce of my will to floss before bed. I'm going to do it, but holy hell, I hate it. That's what washing my hands was. That's what washing my hands as a kid was like. I have set a record for stuttering. What's happening? I don't know. I have CTE.
The wildest thing I've ever seen at anybody's house was 2 African lions. Their dad was a taxidermist, so had bought the lions to stuff after they passed away.
What the hell? Where were you, bro? And where were they? 2 lions in the backyard? That's a sketchy house. If I went to a house and it had lions, I'd be like, I gotta go. There's something happening here and it's just not good. Anytime there's lions anywhere, you gotta get out of there. Like literal predators. Things that want to eat you. Gotta go. I would feel even worse if I walked into a house and they had stuffed lions. I'd be like, it is my dream to have a pet cheetah though. You been seeing cheetahs? Cheetahs are out here. People, I guess we didn't know that cheetahs were the nicest animals of all time until like a couple of years ago or something. It's amazing. Why don't we have pet cheetahs? Trying to get away with lions in our living rooms that we're about to kill and stuff, but I can't have a pet cheetah? Exotic pets. Let's go. But not ones that can eat you. Cheetahs don't eat people. They're just nice. I'm telling you guys this like you're arguing with me. Cheetahs don't eat people. Okay? Get the point. If a cheetah... oh my God. Can you imagine going to sleep, scrolling TikTok, and there's a cheetah next to you? I think I would actually fall in love with it. I don't think I'd need to have like a girlfriend. I'd be like, well, I got this cheetah. I sleep with this cheetah every night. Real cheetah. Feed it. See, I could see like being obsessed with your pet when it's a cheetah, but when it's just like a labradoodle, I'm like, that thing's kind of annoying, bro. When you got a cheetah, hey, you're walking around your neighborhood with a cheetah. What's up? Passing the neighbors. What's good? How scared would your dog be? You see that cheetah with the you know how cat, it's got cat back. Cheetah walking up on you. You're trick or treating with him. What's good? Yeah, that's my boy. Henry. That'd be so sick. With a collar on, with a heart on it. This is Henry. Yeah. Uh-huh. He just eats plants and... oh, you're just... oh, my God. Giving it a bath. Giving your cheetah a bath. Can you imagine that? I want a cheetah! You come home from vacation and a cheetah comes to your door? Making that tractor noise at all times? Give me that cheetah.
The wildest thing I ever saw in someone's house is that they turned their entire basement into an indoor pool. You would just walk down the basement steps into a pool. I mean, that was crazy. The whole basement was a pool. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Love you. I've seen a couple of those and I've heard of those. I've always wanted to like see one for myself. It always sounds so crazy when someone's like, yeah, they have a pool in their basement. You're like, what? How does that even work? Even when hotels are like, yeah, we have an indoor-outdoor pool. I'm like, all right, I got to see this. Like, what are you talking about? Indoor-outdoor pool. For what? Sometimes I'm like, for what reason would I ever want to swim inside, though? Like, kind of a flex that, like, that rich person, like, mythical house that you always hear about has an indoor pool. But I'm like, ew. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why would I ever ew? Like, there's like, why ew? No, you know they don't take care of it like they should. Like hotels, okay, there's like a maintenance squad, like cleaning 24/7, but like a pool in your house, it's just I don't know. It's cool. It's cool. But like you can't get a tan. That's the whole reason pools exist, right? The whole reason I exist is to get a tan. And if I have a pool where there's no weather, I think I'm out. Swimming inside, it feels like I would just get yelled at for being too loud the whole time. You know, when you have a pool outside, you can just, How many times did I wish and pray to God before I went to bed that we would get a pool out of nowhere? Like, please, God, please, God. Please let Amelia like me, and please let us get a pool this summer. Amen. Literally my prayers. Literally my prayers until like 2 years ago. Dear God, please let the Steelers win this weekend. Please let Amelia like me. Please let us get a pool this summer. Amen. In ground. Amen. Every time. Never happened, but God, I dreamed about it. Well, what's your fantasy when you're a kid? Me waking up in the summer with no job or like sports practices that day. Going outside at like 7 a.m. No idea where my family is. They're just like, you know, somebody's somewhere. My mom might be upstairs on the phone with my aunt for like way too long. I go outside, sit in the pool, sit on an inner tube in the pool, and I just have a glass of orange juice. I was like, I just want to do that on like June 17th so bad. God damn it. Still want to. And just sit there and get tan. Kind of all I want to do still. Shit don't change, man. Yeah, I'm out on the indoor pool. I always did. There always was a family that had one. Wait, they have an indoor pool? They have indoor pool money? Damn, that means they also have a movie theater, which there's always a letdown. You always hear about the house that has the indoor pool and it's like, oh, it's this. The house that has the indoor basketball court and you're like, oh my God. And then you go and there's no 3-point line. You're like, why is everything so half-assed around here? Everything. Indoor pool, but it's like the size of a trailer. You're like, this is a rehab pool in your basement and it's weird and it smells down here and I know there's mold. Basketball court in your house, no 3-point line. Weird backboard. I'm like, can we just do it right? Movie theater. Oh, I have a movie theater in my house, bro. All right, can't wait. We go. Can't wait to watch American Pie down there. Can't wait to watch Scary Movie down there. It's a projection screen and like the quality is like bad. I'm like, there's always something. There's always a catch. Let's keep going.
So when I was in about the 5th grade, I went over to my buddy Tony's house and his parents had 5 hoses running in the house to fill all their water beds. His mom was a rocket too.
Yeah, dude, those dysfunctional houses, just complete chaos. Always the hottest moms. You're like, what? Yo, how are you hot? None of this makes sense. How's your mom hot, bro? Water beds. Hey! What happened to water beds? One day, all the water beds in the world just disappeared at the same time. Everybody's obsessed with beds. I'm telling you, water beds are going to make a comeback. Calling it now. Espresso hot takes. Next year. Oh my God, wait. He has a water bed? Those are pressure, bro. Water beds? Remember, the first time you got on one, you thought you might die. First time on a water bed. Oh, this is kind of nice. You did get a little scared though. And that was always the question in my head was how you fill it up? Like you got this big bag of water up here. How did you fill it up? I never asked, but I always wanted to know. You take the hose and you bring it up. You got to bring it through the window. I was like, ooh. Behind the scenes waterbed talk. Didn't know. 5 hoses, 5 water beds. I would like to live in that house. Did they get a deal on those water beds? How come when I was a kid, I thought a water bed was $18,000? It might have been. If you had a water bed, I was like, bro, can I go with you on spring break? I know you're going somewhere crazy. Can I go with you? That kid's, dude, if your friend had a waterbed growing up, his first car was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Shit. With the screen, you know what I mean? With the screen in the front. Bam. Ooh. It's an Abercrombie and Fitch household right there. Waterbeds are such a flex. Is it lame? Like, would it be lame if I had a waterbed right now? Why doesn't everyone have one? Everything is like millennial coded now. Oh my God, the 2000s are so back. Bring back waterbeds. Can we put some respect on waterbeds? Where are they? Everybody dragging me for having my bed on the floor. Wait till I pop out next year with a waterbed. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Oh my God, like I went to this guy's house, he had a waterbed. Nah, you're gonna be like, damn, he had a waterbed though? Make you seasick, girl. Type shit.
So I had this friend growing up, and she had like a really rich stepdad who had this sweet old mansion that was like a historical landmark that like random tourists would just pull up in the driveway and take pictures of at all hours, which, you know, in and of itself is kind of wild, like random strangers just pulling up into your driveway, taking pictures of your house. But that's not even the craziest part. So apparently it was like a house used during the Underground Railroad. And in the living room, there was like a trap door in the floor where I guess that's where they like hid people. And we used to go down there and like smoke weed and hotbox it, which in hindsight, you know, is kind of messed up, but it was also pretty wild. But yeah, it was a cool house. Probably won't ever do that again because that was like, I don't know, 18 years ago. But yeah, good memories.
Yo, what a story. Underground Railroad mansion? That's scary. That's some, I would get so paranoid hotboxing out the railroad room. Hey, you ever hotbox a crawl space? Dang. Where they were holding people? Man, that room had stories and you're just smoking it. What are we doing tonight? Oh, God. The disrespect is insane. Dude, do you think like Harriet Tubman was in here? We getting T-Bell or nah? Oh, God. And you know it's way worse. In a little like you're all next to each other. How funny would that be though? That was the best time of your life, bro. I love it. I love these stories. Oh, that house is so haunted. Who's buying this? That house. On another episode of Who's Buying This? Underground Railroad Mansion. Who's buying this? I'm good off that. I love a house with a bunch of little trap doors, though. Dang. Makes me start to think, though, like, was my grandparents' house had a bunch of little, like, secret passageways and trap doors. What was going on in there? Who was hiding in there? Is that part of the railroad? It was in the basement. Uh-oh! Got some history on our hands. Hold up. Was I playing hide and seek in a Underground Railroad hideout my whole childhood. Bro, half of Christmas I was in this little closet just hiding from my other cousins. You telling me Harriet Tubman was... All right. It was the coolest thing ever, though. When you're like, your grandma like showed you a little secret passageway in her old house. Whoa, nuh-uh. Wait, shut up. There's this thing in my grandma's house where if you were in the bathroom and you opened up the like cabinet, and, you know, there's like Q-tips in there from like World War I, you know, everything. There's Oragel in there from like 1932. You're like, what? Why is this still in here? But you could like reach to the back of the cabinet and push open like the wall, and it would open up a door, like a little like door into the closet in the next room. I was like, what? Okay, all right, yeah. We just have like little like, you know, secret conversation. I don't know why somebody would be in the closet and why somebody would be in the bathroom, but low key, you know what you could do on some creepy cousins. When I was like 6, I used to go in the closet and like push open the cabinet, like push open the door, the secret door in the cabinet, and just scream when people were like going to the bathroom. Hey, still do it too. So you're just like in complete peace and quiet in the bathroom, like thinking you're by yourself. And my face is actually inside of a cabinet going like this. And you hear that when you're in the bathroom peeing or taking a deuce. And that is the funniest thing that's ever happened. The look on their face. Bro, I'm like, yeah. I love a secret passage, man. Hey, more houses, new houses need to have secret passageways. A bookcase that turns. Like, can we just make that a normal feature? The hell?
Okay, the wildest thing by far was I was living in LA and I was doing tour visuals for artists, and I went to Swae Lee's house.
Oh.
And I was just chilling there for like a long time. And he was downstairs playing video games with these girls, and he had this like bouncer guy that was just chilling and rolling a ton of J's. And so we were just smoking and just waiting. And then Swae comes up and we're chatting about his tour visuals and his show and getting all these great ideas. And then he like stops mid-sentence and he's like, do you want to see something crazy? And I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so we go upstairs, and half of his bedroom is just Nike boxes. And then there's like just a girl chilling in his bed. I think she was like reading a book. And he was like, it's out on the patio. And he opens his patio, and he's got these baby pigs, and he's like, I got baby pigs, man. And he's like, he turns to me and he's like, isn't that hard as fuck? And I was like, yes, bro, that is indeed super hard as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was crazy. And then we left shortly thereafter. But I just always remember that moment, having met a lot of like DJs and stuff, but that was the coolest.
That's the one right there, baby. Yo, I think that might be the best voice message I've ever heard my entire life. I'm a Swae Lee, like, when people are like, who's your favorite rapper? I say Swae Lee every time. Telling you. Okay, that or Ludacris, let's be real. White guys love Ludacris. But, I can't believe we got an insider story. Is that what like celebrities do all day? You know, they just, dude, I swear every time I've been in the presence of a celebrity, you are just waiting. It's just waiting. Girls randomly. Why are they there? Who knows? Bro, you go in his room and half of the room was Nike shoebox. Oh my God. I love it. Wow. The epitome of this pod was that voice message. The epitome of this podcast. We've reached a new high. We set the bar. Baby pigs. Yo, isn't that hard as fuck? Can you imagine? I think I would just die right there. I think like that would be a reasonable point for me in my life to just die. If I'm in Swae Lee's room and he brought me to his patio and there are a bunch of baby pigs and he looked at me and goes, isn't that hard as fuck? I would collapse, die, and everything would be, everybody would understand. Oh, that's why he died? All right. Oh, yeah. I mean, checks out. When it's time, it's time. God, that's the coolest thing ever. Baby pigs. And the fact that he like remembered mid like conversation about work, like, you want to see something sick? Right in the middle of business talk. Oh my God. I don't know if we're topping that. The waterbed's pretty close though.
Not me, but a friend of mine was at a mutual friend's house and they were about to watch a DVD, but they couldn't find the TV remote. So the friend whose house it was instructed my friend to look down the side of the sofa for the TV remote. And when my friend put her hand down the side of the sofa to look for said remote, what she pulled out was a pork chop bone and horrified showed the friend. And the friend just said, oh, that's okay. Just put it back down there.
Oh, a pork chop bone. Oh. Yeah, it is pretty disgusting what you see when you flip your couch out. You know, when you're moving and you like finally move your couch and stuff falls out of it and you're like, that must have been, I always blame it on something else. I'm like, that could not have been me. Oh my God. There's like a swimsuit, a mini Heisman Trophy, a cream puff from Christmas 6 years ago. Always an AirPod. A little Lego man. I'm like, this has to be from the person who I bought this couch from. There's like a name tag that says my name on it. I'm like, yeah. Wasn't me. The weirdest stuff down there, dude. A brush full of hair. Oh. Pink. You're like, what the hell? For some reason, like 12 bouncy balls. You're like, what? I don't even. When was the last time I had one of those? Full pizza, hot still. What? Pork chop bone. Oh, God. Who's just eating pork chops like that? I've had pork chops maybe twice in my life. And the first time, and the second time, it was like at someone's house where I didn't have a choice against my will. But the first time I had pork chops, I was like, what? I don't even know what this is. Like, what part of whatever animal is this? Pork chops. We're having pork chops tonight, B. I was like, are you sure? I don't know if this is what this is. I think my dad had to convince me that they were ribs for me to eat them. I was like, all right, bet. Yeah, we're having ribs. Just had to fool myself into thinking it was something else so I could enjoy it. What are we doing? When your dad tries something new. What a disaster when your dad tries something new for dinner. I had the experimental dad, bro. Yep. My dad was old Captain Switch 'em Up. My dad was Sergeant Switch 'em Up. You never knew what you were going to get. At my dad's house, Wednesdays and Fridays, dinner was a surprise, baby, but it was the main event. So you were kind of hyped, like, all right, we're getting something crazy. We don't know what it is, but we're getting something crazy. All of a sudden, I walk into Turkey Manhattans. Okay, hey, Sergeant Switch 'em Up strikes again. Okay, country fried steak, but my dad doesn't fry stuff, so he just put Rice Krispies on it. All right. Getting freaky in the kitchen, Coach P. My dad would make up some stuff, and I used to have to convince my friends that it was like good for them to eat it, because it'd be like ungodly healthy. One time my dad, I had my friend, it was like an NFL Sunday, and I had my friend over, and it was like one of my like main homies, so like nothing was weird. He got it. He knew what was going on. I was like, my dad's making grilled cheese. He's like, oh, that's what's up. But the grilled cheese had no butter, wheat bread, fat-free cheese, and we had chili, but it was like homemade chili, 98% lean ground turkey. Like, you know, it was just like not tasty. But I just, yo, this shit's gas. I tell my friends, like, yo, this is fire. So they'd be like, oh, yeah, just like eat it. And I'd be like, whoo, dodged a bullet there. Just hoping to God they don't think I'm weird. Sorry, bro. If we get fat around here, my dad will shoot us in the back of the head. Sorry, dog. If we get fat, my dad's going to take us out back. Whew. Close one. It was kind of good though, because you could like always eat a lot of it. I'm trying to justify it now, but we'd have chips and salsa at my dad's chips and salsa at my dad's, but it would be fat-free tortilla chips. So like already everybody's like, oh, these taste like, okay, get over it. Baked Tostitos tortilla chips, and instead of salsa, we dip it in fat-free Bush's beans. Instead of salsa. It's fire. I'm telling you, it's fire. Tortilla chips and beans. If you're trying to Sergeant Switch them up, that's the way to go right there. I'm telling you. Divorced dad cooking show. All right. I'm Coach P. Today. What's some shit? We're making molasses ice cream shakes for dessert. Come with me. Tasted so bad. Drank it all though. Molasses shakes. We really had that for dessert. I'm not kidding.
What up? So the wildest shit I ever saw at someone's house was back when I was 17. I was in high school as a senior. My mom worked at the church, and of course she like befriended this old lady, and the old lady obviously had like nobody to help her with anything. So like my mom told me I had to go to this old lady's house and help her like clean out her garage.
God.
And when I was cleaning out her garage, there was this like little grill, and I was moving the grill, and I opened up the grill, and there was like 20 dead mice in the grill. And it was just like, I went crazy. Like I still think of the time when I saw it.
20.
And the reason why all these mice were in there is because there was like the top where you let out the exhaust. They must have kept falling in there, and they must have kept going in there because they must have smelt like burnt food or crumbs. So it was just like a death trap for friggin' mice. And it was fucking disgusting. And you know how these old women live? They live in like filth and like hoarder, and it's just like all junk and shit, and they just don't even know what's going on in their own houses. Crazy.
Oh. It's crazy that like that's the stuff that you remember in your life. And it's understandable. Like you'll never remember passwords, people's birthdays, people's names, literally people's names. But you'll remember that you cleaned out some lady's garage and there were 20 mice in a grill, bro. That's the craziest thing. I can picture that. 20 mice. Oh, a deep bowl of dead mice. Bro, those were there for 30 years. What a job, man. Good for you. Johnny Good Deeds. I'm trying to think of some disgusting stuff I've seen at a house before. It's always in one of those situations, though. Situations. How come half of my life is just cleaning out other people's garages? I'm like, here we go. Am I built like I look good at cleaning out garages or something? God. Clean out the garage. My whole life. Hey. Yep, you're cleaning out the garage today. Oh my God. I did this last Saturday. How much cleaning, how clean does the garage need to be? This is a place where we just throw stuff. Tools, wagons, basketballs, grills. There's bikes on the wall. I love how the garage is like a junk drawer of your house. Just, I don't know, put it in the garage. Jesus Christ. Sweeping the garage. How many times did I sweep the garage as a kid? I'm like, this needs way more than sweeping. We need a whole new house. It was amazing though, the time when like the first time an animal like burrowed into your garage, you're like, oh, or there'd be like a little bird's nest in your garage. You're like, oh my God, they've accepted us. We are worthy. Or the first time like a goose like made a nest in the bush on the side of your house. You're like, oh my God, look at that. Would you look at that? Mm-hmm. You counted us out. Now we're part of the ecosystem. I thought that was insane. I'd be walking from the backyard to the front yard to go inside after like, you know, playing football like by myself for 3.5 hours in the backyard and just get, whoa, damn. Stupid goose. Goose is trying to live at our house. Doesn't know there's a window behind his nest in the bush. I can spy on him all day from there. But then he gets all mad when I walk 10 feet in front of his stupid nest. My hatred of geese runs deep, bro. They've just never been nice. I'm sorry. And they just don't deserve to be that rude ever. But God, they make a nice nest, don't they? You ever see a goose nest when the goose isn't there? I'm like, okay. Okay, fluffy interior. What if I sit down in there? What you gonna do? So protective. Dead mice. One time we had a mouse in our the first time you had a mouse in your house. Ooh, what a moment. Caught him. Mouse trap. Crackers with peanut butter on them. Again, that was a dad move. Didn't go with the normal everyday cheese on the trap. Peanut butter on crackers behind a file cabinet. Next morning, got his ass. Sergeant, switch him up. All right, let's keep going. It's 2 days. What a question. And the voice message is just Swae Lee? Indoor pool talk? Waterbed talk? Welcome to the Espresso Pod, baby. It's what we do. Thursday, sugar cookie day. Really, 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 really climbing the charts for me. Sugar cookies, I haven't respected them my entire life, and people have been talking to me about them a lot my whole life. Like, really, like, bro, sugar cookies, you don't like sugar cookies? They're not enough for me. It's not enough for me. But I didn't know sugar cookies were the foundation, and you gotta dress up the sugar cookie. The sugar cookie is the vehicle. The icing, the sprinkles, the strawberries, the pizookie, the modifications on top of the vehicle is what makes a cookie. And oh my God, sugar cookie does such a great job of holding it down. Nobody holds it down in the cookie world like sugar. It knows its role. Hey, I'm not the show, all right? I'm not the show. I'm the glue guy. You build your team around the sugar cookie. Your sugar cookie isn't getting you 25 and 10 every night. No. He's not flashy. He doesn't have a Jordan Nike deal. Your sugar cookie is getting rebounds, playing defense, blocking out. He's a leader. He's been in the league. He knows what it takes to win. He's a locker room guy. He's your captain. He sets the tone. Or some John going on? Nah. Sugar cookie walks up. All right, we'll figure this out later. Sugar cookie's the boss, bro. Then you get your sprinkles, your hot fudge, your ice cream, and put it on top of the sugar. You get your peanut butter. You can do so many things with the sugar cookie. I'm telling you, yo. Last night, breaking news. Had the mega pizookie at BJ's Brewhouse. Yeah, the one that's like so big it looks disgusting almost. Me and Logan took it out. No second thoughts, no hesitation, gone. Bang, bang. Too easy almost. Not even a threat. But half of the big pizookie was sugar cookie, and it set it off. And I could have done the whole thing sugar cookie. It's just different, man. It just hits better. National Pick Blueberries Day. I could never. When I see a blueberry, I have to eat it. Like, I can't just have blueberries in my fridge. No, they're gone. Sorry. If there's a container of blueberries in my fridge and I'm in my bed, I'm just thinking of the blueberries in the fridge when I'm in my bed. Matter of fact, if there's anything in my house that's edible and I'm in my bed, the sexual tension between me and whatever I have in my fridge is, I can't stop thinking. I have to eat it immediately. You guys got problems. National Blueberry Muffin Day. What's going on with blueberries this week, guys, huh? Is it just all about food? Like, I joined this podcast and it's just like all about food, or like, is this a food podcast? Like, you didn't say that up front. So I'm just like, Hey, Ash, it's whatever we want it to be. And sometimes I'm really hungry when I do this podcast and it's about food. Sometimes I'm really scared when we do this podcast. So it's about ghosts. But yes, it's about food pretty much. National Blueberry Muffin Day. The muffin that's better than every muffin, even if you have the slightest argument, it's better. I don't know why, but like, it just, blueberry muffins hold the rights to being the best muffin of all time. Like, I don't care how sexy you make your double chocolate muffin. It's just still not hitting like blueberry muffins. Blueberry muffins are the king of the court. Come in here with whatever you got, bro. Seriously. Come in here with your orange. You ever have like the orange cherry one? And you're like, but how is this? Why is this even a combination of muffin? Because they're trying to take down blueberry. And no one's ever going to do it. It's just not possible. What about cinnamon swirl? No. That's what cinnamon rolls are for. Is there even a contender of muffin? Apple cinnamon, and I've never had one that doesn't make me go like this. Do you have any milk? Double chocolate. It's pretty good, but it's not blueberry. Can't really think of any of the other ones. Just nothing is touching blueberry. I can't even think of one. Does anybody, are we good on this? I feel like this is the one time where I have no like regrets. The best muffin is blueberry, and that's it. Red velvet muffin, no, it's not. It's not even a thing. Banana nut, you guys are just doing everything. Butterscotch muffin, coffee muffin, nothing's touching blueberry. Banana nut, get out of here. Banana thinks it's just the king of everything sometimes, and I'm sick of it, all right? Banana, you got bread, okay? You're not going to just jump into muffins thinking you own the place. You have bread. Chocolate, hey, guess what? You have cookies. Go. Cherry, you have pie. Get out of here. Blueberries have muffins. So stay in your lane. I don't want to say it again. Everybody wants to beat up on blueberry. Guess what? It's not going to happen. And that's not very nice. Right? Oh, yeah. Sunday. It's not going to happen. Oh, God, I'm going to kill myself. Eat your Jell-O day. I swear this podcast is about food. Jell-O. Huh. Really, really, after you're 10, just not a thing anymore. Jell-O shots. Okay, you're right. Jell-O does transform from a fun little snack to the way you got married real quick, doesn't it? Jell-O, a fun little lunch snack, and then it's the way you got in a fight with your girlfriend one night during Beer Olympics. Jell-O shots. A fun little snack when you're a kid, and then when you're an adult, it's how you were verbally assaulted by your girlfriend at the Indy 500. Jell-O shots. Jell-O. A fun little snack when you're a kid. And when you're an adult, it's the way you both cried in your car till 4 a.m. Jell-O. The fun snack you can trade at lunch. Or the reason your wife gets the house. What are you talking about? You're like seriously depressed. Paper bag day. National pecan pie day. Pecan pie. It's one full pecan pie is too much pie. That's just too much. Like who's eating that? On another episode of Who's Eating That Whole Thing. Who's eating that whole thing? Pecan pie? One slice every 2 years, maybe, but like a whole pie. You guys are taking that out? I don't know. Maybe I'm not like exotic enough with my desserts, but pecan pie. I feel like that's sitting around, man. One slice, and that's just like, hey, does anybody want this? About to feed it to the dog type of pie. I remember one time I was feeding pecan pies to the catfish in the pond behind my grandma's house because nobody was eating them. My grandma had like 4 pecan pies, and I was like, yo, can I use this to like feed these catfish back here? Because I was trying to catch catfish. Like, I was always just I was always trying to catch like, I don't know. I was on a side quest as a kid to just like make forts and capture animals when I was on vacation, and there were catfish in this pond, and I was like, I'm gonna catch one of these by the end of this week. So I was taking everything from my grandma's house and throwing it in this pond, trying to reel these catfish in. They really liked pecan pie. The only thing that likes pecan pie, catfish. Figured it out. I thought it wasn't a food podcast. Coach P quote of the week. Here we go. I texted Coach P, attitude and effort. 2 things you can control. It really made me feel like worthy, honestly. My college football coach would always say it. He'd be like, it doesn't matter how good you are. Sure, people are more athletic than you, more talented than you. It's always going to happen. Stronger than you. You're not going to be the best. Even when you're the best, you're not going to be the best. But 2 things you can control are attitude and effort. Sounds simple and like I'm talking down to you right now. But just think about it. I can't do this. I can't do that. They're better than me at this. He's more experienced at that. Ugh. I guess I'll just give up. They don't have the attitude of a winner. They're not putting in the effort to become the most successful. Nobody is. But you control that. You control your own attitude towards every outcome, your own attitude. It's got to be good. You can just, if it's bad, it's good now. You can just change it. Attitude and effort. How much work are you going to put in? It's all up to you. Attitude and effort. 2 things you can control. It's the only 2 things you need. Talent. Yeah, sure. But attitude and effort beats that every single time. Texted that to my dad. He hits me back. Plus the discipline to keep a good attitude and push yourself when it's not convenient, bro. I know this sounds corny, I know, but like just take every word and think about it for real. How easy is it to quit when it's not going your way? It's like the first thing. You're gonna do the first thing. I'm good. You're a bitch. Everybody can do it. Can you do it when it gets hard? Everybody can do it. Can you do it when it's not convenient? Dude, and it's always not it's always the most inconvenient thing of all time. Every time you need to do something, it's never been more inconvenient. Oh my God. Well, I only have 2 hours and like, I can't, it's going to take long. I can't do that. I can't squeeze it in because like, it's always inconvenient, bro. You just got to do it. Just quit. Hey, change your attitude, put in more effort and do it. You know what I'm talking about, right? Coach P quote of the week. All right, yo. Unreasonably good pod. Love it. Love the voice messages. Love you guys. Always hitting. Fam knows fam. Still don't know what that means, but kind of do now. Grab your merch. Tell your psycho homies to join the Patreon. Listen to the pods, bitch. Love you. See you on the internet. See you next week. Taaahaaa.